in here. And we're about 10 to 15 in number. And we had the service outside of our present location because the room was, or the hall was not open to us, so we could not have access, so we had to have the service outside. It was very, it was a challenging moment for us because we were just starting out.
We had our usual service, surprisingly. We had opening prayers, we had worship, and then we listened to the word by Pastor Frank, all outside. So I think Pastor Frank led opening prayers, Helen led the worship, and then Pastor Frank came in with the word.
The weather was very cool, to the extent that after the meeting, a lot of people had cold. A lot of people fell sick because we didn't expect to have the service outside. Until that early morning, I was very close to Pastor Frank, so Pastor Frank told me all the details, and he told me not to tell anybody. So I still managed to keep the secret. Then the following week, we moved to a different place.
The very first day, it was just still the same structure, just worship and just the word. And it was a classroom. The first service, there was nothing. It was just chairs and, direct conversation. And the next service, we now had keyboard, a microphone, and drums. And then someone brought a bass guitar, so the music got better. And what was very beautiful about it was that every service was never the same. So at some point for each service, we had something added from keyboard to drums. For every stage, we got better.
Every Sunday, our service starts at 12. So taking everything apart and resetting up before service, we used to gather, meet maybe around 9 or 9:30 in the morning, pack everything, arrange chairs, arrange speakers, arrange mixer, keyboard, drums, pulpit, and everything before service. So we'll have service through till maybe 3 p.m. or 3:30. And then after service, we have to pack everything out again. So another 2 hours after service. So yeah, every Sunday, I would say we'll spend major part of the day in church, packing, unpacking, and having service.
Month of starting, we finally got our space where we could really use for our stuff, right? There's nothing like having your own space. As much as the classroom was big, was nice, was central, but it wasn't ours. We always had to tear down, build back up, keep our stuff, tear down, build back up. So if we are starting service by 12 o'clock, we have to be there by 11 o'clock to build up. And if we close service by 2 o'clock, we have to leave probably by 3, 4 o'clock because we are tearing down. And it also caused a lot of issues for us when it came to our instruments.
To prepare the place, because the setup was not made for church, so we had to rearrange the place earlier before service would start, and we had to pack everything right after service too.
It was in a police compound area, something like that. So yeah, moving with our stuff for church service, yeah, it was a different feeling. It was a different feeling, a little bit nervous, but yeah, we held through.
I'm in the media team, so in the very first service, I already made videos. All the memories we have from that first service, I covered them, and it was a honor for me because I knew that in the next 10, 15, 20 years, posterity will remember me.
I helped out, I was ushering, I took the offering, and we count the money, then we give it to the financial department.
I'll go early, set up the place, clean up the place, arrange the chairs, arrange the media staffs. I was the only person handling the live streaming and also the scripture presentations. So it was a lot for me.
Helen led praise, and it was nice because it had been a while that I'd experienced something like that, over a year.
And then we finally moved to our present location in Matan. And it was a great achievement for us because we had this in a period of 3 months of starting. We finally got our space where we could really use for our stuff, right?
I think I was so happy because it's been a long time I sang in the choir. So the first day I came, Helen gave me the mic and I was like, why would you give me the mic? Although I was playing, oh, I don't want to, but I really enjoyed that day because it has been like 2 years since I held the mic and I realized that my voice is still there, it was not gone. So I was very happy.
It's not been easy. It's not been easy. Leading the department of youthful people as you are is not easy because it's not always that what you put across, people, pick it up as much as you would like to, because, dealing with people the same age, it's always tricky finding that balance between friendship and leadership. So we tend to take everything familiar, jovial, but at the end of the day, the work is being done. The most difficult part is just finding that balance between them.
At the beginning, it was very challenging because think about it that we're like a startup, not just as a startup church, but a startup company. So one person is doing 6 things, right? And that's where you find me being in the choir and being in the media. So we can have the same person. Remember, it was just myself and Minister Helen. She would lead worship, lead praise, and I will back up through, and I'm backing up with one hand and I'm with the camera with the other hand. And it was just always very amusing, but it wasn't so easy at the beginning because we had to multitask. We had to do a lot of things at the same time. And now we're trying to decentralize from that mindset. It's not so easy right now for some of us, but I think we are getting better. And a man of God is really focusing on leadership training. So the team, the leaders, we are getting better at it. Some of us are really now learning to focus our attention on one department, on one structure, so that we can really grow.
My best Sunday was, I think, 2024, 2025 crossover. It was so nice. Yeah.
Our last anniversary, we had as usual, we had our 3-day weekend anniversary with evangelism. We really went out. We showed forth for the evangelism. We had fun. We evangelized, and then on the Sunday was powerful. It was really powerful.
The picnic. I am not an outgoing person, so when that program came out, I took it upon myself that, this time I'm going to go out with friends and all those stuff. And I didn't regret joining them. That day, I put the shyness away. I ate a lot, I drank a lot, I played a lot, and yeah.
So it gives me 2 things to me. Number 1, family. Number 2, society, like a community. And for me, that is how I see SOGIZ in the next coming years, that we would get to a point where we wouldn't just be a church, we would be an authority, where every single one of us in the church is individually an authority in different industry, different sectors. And when we come together to make that community SOGIZ becomes an authority in a very broad spectrum of life, both in Europe and outside of Europe.
I've been in SOGIZ for almost 10 years from Ukraine. So SOGIZ is my heart.
This has taught me how to love and how to care. Example, ever since I attended SOGIZ, I've never missed church. But there was one time, I think I missed church one day. And that day, the number of calls and text message I received, I was like, I didn't know that people love me like that.
SOGIZ means family to me. I mean, I've been in SOGIZ since late 2014 up to now. So yeah, SOGIZ has always and will always be my family.
Growing up, I used to be scared of people. I used to be shy. I used to be a shy person. But SOGIZ has made me open to people and very free.
We have not started. Someone can say it's just the beginning. I don't even believe that we are at the beginning. We are cooking. and one day we'll serve the meal.
It's a moving train. We just started moving. So just try and get involved before when the train moves, I don't think you'll be able to catch up. So join it now.
It's been 3 years and the Lord has been so wonderful and so faithful to us. I know there have been ups and downs, but one thing I've realized is that the Lord has never abandoned us and is always with us.
We are not where we want to be, but certainly we're not where we used to be. If you doubt me, go through our Instagram. Every single one of us individually and also as the church, we have grown massively. There have been great testimonies from personal lives to the group. 90% of, remember at the beginning I said 90% of people came in, we had no document, but I can tell you that that same group, 90% has gotten their document and are already settling down. I'm a witness, I'm a testimony rather, are already settling down. So believe me, we have not yet started. What God is going to use us to do in the world globally, we have not yet started. So stick with this family. It may be hard, it may be difficult, there may be a lot of struggles, there may be a lot of trials and temptations, but stick with this family. Stand firm to the race, to the journey. Stay strong, stay true to the ministry. And at the end, you would have a big testimony.